Hey, so it's finally nice enough out to get my green sand back in action. I got it all mulled up and I have a project for sand casting. Now that I have a match plate for my Flask alignment brackets, I figured why not make a match plate vibration machine tool thing. Uh, Compressed air powered, there's a ball bearing that spins around and vibrates this little device, loosens up the match plate so you can easily demold your patterns. I found plans for one on ray-vin.com. It's a pretty old website with lots of cool foundry projects on it. They did theirs with lost foam, but I've had enough lost foam for a while, so I'm going to sandcast mine. Only problem is theirs requires some machining, and I do not have the ability to do that. So I had to make some modifications for the pattern. Because otherwise there'd be undercuts in the part that gets machined out of where the ball bearing races around. So what I did was to split that part of the pattern into two pieces so that I can make that groove for the ball bearing using the pattern's own draft, and then I'll just bolt the two pieces together so that they'll be shaped kind of like Raven's base piece, and then I have another third piece that's just a cap to go on it. Yeah, so here we go. Pattern making, molding, casting, all coming up next. I'm going to sand the draft onto the outside radiuses and flat edges using the disc sander today. For the inside curves, I'll use my drill press because I don't feel like digging out the spindle sander right now. It basically goes like this, and there's a little undercut in here that I would have to make a sand core and a really complicated mold to sand mold it otherwise. So that's what this sand casting pattern I've been working on. Interestingly, I managed to find these at the dollar store. Dollar store pattern making supplies for metal casting. It's not just for lost foam anymore. These little letters, all you have to do is nip off the little pin on the back of them and you can glue them down onto patterns. It uses pattern letters. So I came up with a name for this thing in honor of David D., inventor of the all-fuel Kwiky burner. I thought I'd call it the Kwiky Vibe. And get your minds out of the gutter. It's just an innocent box rattler, for releasing match plate patterns from molding boxes. Nothing dirty. All the fillets were made with two-part epoxy paste. It was pretty nice to work with. I can't remember brand name. It's not like a putty like some of them, or like a glue. It's more of a kind of like Bondo, I guess, but I haven't really worked too much with that stuff. But yeah, I've got some little divots in here for where to drill it. Some here, and here too. This one's to draw the pattern out of the mold. Another one there and there. So I do still have to make some of these little divots here and here, where it'll bolt onto the match plate. And I want to put another label here. Just, as soon as I find my Dymo embossing tape label maker, I'll stamp out a Tobo Mott sticker and slap it on here, see how it looks, just for fun. Anyway, sandcasting patterns, that's what I've been working on for that. I got some other stuff I've been doing too, and I'm fortunate enough that I'm capable of doing my job from home, but I'm still got an extra 90 minutes a day when I'm not on the road that I can spend on stuff like this, so kind of nice. Comes up to about there, about half a barrel, when it's nice and freshly mulled. Basic sand here. We have some sand for molding with. There we go.
Alright, Martin. I'll try a trick. Put some parting dust down the... and some down the sprue. Alright. Ooh. Well, a little break out there. I brushed off too much parting, I guess. This one with the lettering is the one I'm the most worried about. So we'll go here first. Oh yeah, clean as a whistle. I just want to double check that the sprue did get blown out. I do not see the light coming through there. Crank the power up on this air and get it to come out. There we go. Nice and clean. Alright, here we go. Boom. Ingot mold? No. Ingot mold. No. Ingot mold. ingot mold. Didn't make it to the spin trap. I think it's easier to melt later. Oh, well, that's a shame. I got 2 out of 3 of them. It's he's hand cutting these tiny gates. It's just runner. Just like you can see, it just didn't have enough. But I got 2 good parts, it looks like. So I just need to recast the one. Well, so it goes. There we go. What do you think? Turned out pretty nice, I'd say. Nice, good, crisp edges. And the parts that came out amazing. The part that didn't, well, it didn't. Unfortunately, I don't have this piece. But these pieces look nice. I can live with that, considering I'm just having fun here anyway. There is a little bit of shrink right here. Sloppy gating did me in last time, so this time I'm going to use patterns instead of cutting it by hand. I got a little runner pattern I can use out in my box of tools for molding, so I just made these little gates. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Here's a look at the second mold. I had a little breakout in the same place on the 2 parts that are gonna on the same side of that little corner, but I think it was because the draft on my gates was interfering with the draft on my runner. If I had glued all the runner and the gates together and everything, it would all come out in one piece a lot easier. But I got a clean pull on the letters again. I think that might actually cast out. I can see my name, although it's upside down and backwards and inside out. That seemed to go well. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Look at that. The name came out. Sweet. Castings look good. No shrink on this one this time. This one there might be a little, but definitely usable. All the letters came out nice. These ones and these. Happy, happy, joy, joy.